Speaking of AI, OpenAI just came out with some crazy news. Sora is literally next level stuff and is going to be taking people's jobs. And there's some other stuff I want to talk about, but I'm going to wait until I seen it. I seen this video before, and there's a bunch of other examples of Sora being used. But let's just dive into this real quick. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share for the algorithm and stuff. But let's see what they have to say about this news because it's been crazy so far.
Beautiful drone shot. The kind of video that you might see in a travel video, right? Except it's not real. There is no drone. There is no camera. You can't travel because the video was generated by AI. It's from a new tool just announced a few hours ago by OpenAI called Sora. All it takes is typing in a short text, a prompt, and in minutes it spits out a 60-second video clip of pretty much anything you can imagine. Brian Chung is here to break this all down for us.
Did y'all see that? You got, like, first off, let's go over some of these pictures real quick. One, you have, let's go back a little more. Hold on. Trying to get the exact frame, man. Right here. You could tell, you don't even have to visit places no more. You could tell Sora to, hey, get me a drone shot of Paris or something, or whatever, Italy or things, and it'll get you some fake shot like this. Some fake shot like this. This is what Sora's gonna provide you. And then these people ain't even real. Imagine having your real self shown on here, and it was AI that generated you. Imagine if that was you, and it generated you. That would be crazy. That's a crazy thought. That really is. But, like, look, it makes the place look lively and things like that. This never even exists. This never happened. All this life never happened.
Real.
It's coming.
It's
creating its own new world right here. Hold on. Where's the next thing? So you got the animals and the plants growing and stuff like that. You got, what else they show? What are these? Dolphins, killer whales swimming through a city if we was flooded. And well, there's another one. Look, this looks like it's out of a video game. Out of a video game. Literally out of one. It looks like it's out of one. Like, that is almost crazy to really think about. And they said that's only 60 seconds that it can generate right now. The way, if they keep progressing to the future, imagine if they can make your new favorite television series in 10 minutes. Imagine they can generate 30-minute series, a 30-minute series, because how ChatGPT works already, it can save prompts from before. So you give it an initial prompt, it starts a pilot, generates a pilot episode. Then off of that pilot episode, you continue and do another episode. I'm telling you, this is what the future is going to be like. They going to show TV shows and movies generated by strictly AI. And they can say, hey, put this character in it. Hey, put this actor in it, probably. Hey, there's going to be a lot of copyright stuff. I'm telling you, unless the actor's getting paid for their likeliness to do that. But it's going to be less work for everybody. What are you going to do when there's less work available? And I bet you, if Sora leads the way and forget just a minute, they can make 15-minute TV cartoons or something like that. As soon as that does that, that show's going to be popular just because of how it was generated. And they know how it was generated. I'm calling it right now. I'm calling it right now. Look out for the movie and film industry. They're in trouble.
this all down for us. This is cool, Brian. I mean, yeah, it could mean millions of people, though, could be out of work, right? Because who did all this video, and what kind of an impact might it have on the jobs market?
Yeah, I mean, it's really mind-blowing. Some other video that we saw was of a woolly mammoth in a tundra. We also saw a little monster lighting up a candle, and none of it was done by any animators. All you have to do is enter in a text prompt, you hit generate, and it creates what you see in front of you. Again, nothing was shot in this case. It's all AI generated. And obviously, this is of concern in Hollywood, where you have animators, illustrators, visual effects workers who are wondering, how is this going to affect my job? And we have estimates from trade organizations and unions that have tried to project the impact of AI. 21% of U.S. film, TV, and animation jobs predicted to be partially or...
That's almost a quarter of them. That's a fifth. That's a little over a fifth of their industry is going to be gone in 2 years. They expecting. And by 2030, it's going to be probably half. I'm telling you. If I didn't even watch this news part. I just saw the videos before, the generative AI videos. I only seen those. I never even seen this, and it's crazy they're talking about the film industry because I saw this and I thought about that first. So what do you think all these other people were thinking when they saw this? They're like, "Oh my gosh, I'm out of a job. I can't animate no more." And what is this going to do for even developers and things? I feel like this is going to make a lot of creators' jobs easier, people who like to bring stuff to life easier and cheaper. And that's the future we're going in. And it's crazy because you're not going to be able to do as much as you wanted to because you're going to have tools like this to your disposal. I am. I don't even know the right word to even say to describe that. Like, it feels disheartening at times when you see a lot of people are going to be losing their jobs. Every week we've been talking about ways on people losing their jobs or people getting laid off and a bunch of different situations like that. But like, I can't imagine being that actual person in that position. Like, you're watching in real time your job about to be gone, wiped out. And software engineers don't think you cool. We got some videos planned next week and probably on the personal channel of some AI versus software engineer stuff that might be going on that may be hurtful. So let's keep this in mind and let's be thoughtful about it.
Wholly replaced by generative AI by just 2026, Tom. So this is already happening. And I have to also point out this tech is from the makers of ChatGPT. So very much a big technological jump for that company.
Yeah, but scary. I mean, Brian, what if I typed in right now, I want Brian Chung to tell me about the stock markets, and then I want him to walk down the street and buy a Starbucks?
You wouldn't need
could
me.
It do that?
It might, and you wouldn't need to do me. But here's the thing. There are some things inside the announcement today that came from OpenAI with regards to the way that they would protect you, for example, using my likeness. So usage policies that they already have in place, the company says, will reject violent or hateful images, sexual content, celebrity likenesses, IP of others. They also say that they're engaging policymakers, educators, and artists as they develop and test this technology, which, by the way, OpenAI tells me they don't plan on releasing to the public anytime soon. But regardless, even if they say that, what we've seen is that in practice, it's hard to stop. The issues with the deepfake porn, for example, with Taylor Swift's likeness, just illustrates how difficult it is to police these things. With video, it's very much an issue.
Yeah, and you got to worry about.
And that is another problem. As we continue to grow as society in this technologically advanced world, and that reminds me of something else. One, we are advancing way too quickly in technology than we are in infrastructure and social norms in society. We're developing way too quickly in that space compared to the other spaces. It's mind-boggling how this is what it's come to. This is what we're dealing with, and all of that news. But as I said, like, there's dangers with all of this stuff. The last video we just covered, they said developing these chips and getting this advancement. Do you want people from the Middle East and whatever investing in Sam Altman's chip business and things, and have that possible control over them? And then here they're talking about deep fakes, about people's likeliness, because it can cause harm to people's images and stuff like that. Like at some point, somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, that's fake," because somebody's gonna have some copy of this that is very harmful and that is not good for people's use and things like that. It can be very hurtful and things. I heard about the stuff about Taylor Swift. There's other people saying stuff about them. So, hey, man, it's definitely something that we're gonna have to look out for, and that can be troublesome because they need to have these policies in effect, and they really need to figure a way how to be more secure to protect the users and even the people who don't even use it, to protect everyone. in general.
The impact on elections. We're already seeing AI used in fake election campaigns. You got to worry if it's going to get this sophisticated. You can't tell the difference. Where is this headed? I got 10 seconds for you.
Yeah, and that's the thing where they're trying to consult, again, policymakers and industry groups. But what that yields in the long run, it remains to be seen. But again, not yet released to the public. But at some point, it very much could be very prevalent in the entertainment industry and beyond, Tom.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking.
So, yeah, so they're even worried about stuff with the election. There's a lot going on with the election right now, and all that troubleness between that, and what possible outcomes can come from, or possible issues and outcomes can be released from that kind of instance. There's a lot. It's a lot to really worry from, and get to know. But yeah, it's just stuff is tough, man. Things are tough. Things are tough to even think about. I don't know. This is just what we're changing, and world's changing. Like, it's exciting, but you have to think about like the good and bad of everything. You have to outweigh the goods. You have to weigh the bads. You have to figure out how you can bring everything together so that it can work the right way, the more proper way, and stuff. Like, that's just the world that we're going towards. And one of the things that I'm really hoping for is that it goes in the right way, because this stuff really excites me as an engineer. As a software engineer, it excites me. It's things that I find awesome. Things that I would love to be a part of if I ever was a part of it, and more reason why I want to learn about these things, and then also be able to think about these challenges and stuff. Because if other people are worried about this, and there's past examples of this, if I ever want to develop certain stuff, I can think of things like this in advance because I've seen the history and the track record behind developments around it.